Hey guys, Sunstreaker Wozza here. Welcome back to another Thursday stream for Transformers Earth Wars, where yes, as always, we're going through the latest news in the game, trying to give you guys some exclusives, some up-to-date info, and today we're going to be doing loads of giveaways as well. We're going to do Sunstreaker Wozza Stash Crystals, we're going to be doing our Platinum member giveaway, so loads of giveaways, loads of information. We're going to do a bit of crystal popping as well, so there's loads going on in today's stream, so obviously stay tuned. And the only way you're going to stay up to date with all this is by subscribing. We're almost at 5k subs, so we're not quite there yet. So if you're not subscribed already, guys, hit that subscribe button. I can give you a shout out in stream just for subscribing, and we'll try and hit that 5k. I think we're about, what, 150 off, I think it is, off 5k. So if you're not subscribed already, guys, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell, never miss another stream, never miss another video. Hit it. Do it now. Do it now. So yeah, loads to go through, and some of the sort of news that come out today is some of the loyal players, what they call loyal players, I don't know, got a survey today on what we think should happen in the game, what we like about the game, and bits like that. Very focused about new content and current content in terms of events and through the week and what we think of those. So I'm going to be going through what sort of feedback I gave. I don't want to sort of show the survey, so to speak, but I'll go through my feedback. And a lot of it is old news that I've sort of said before. But again, you know, I'm sure some people believe that Space have just listened to me. I don't think it is that. I think it's just that a lot of people align with what I think. And obviously I hear other people in chats and I go, yeah, I agree with that actually. And then I just obviously voice that opinion. So, yeah, but a lot of these things I've sort of said a while back, so I've sort of gone, you know, a bit off on a tangent with that really, and we're going to be going through it again on exactly what I want from this game from this year and going forwards, and the change that I think need to be made to sort of make the game a bit better. We're going to have a little sneak peek at Brawn. I do have to emphasize, as always, that testing is not finished yet, but we got this bot off Adam. It's come brilliant right out the box. I think it still needs a tweak personally, but it's pretty much there as soon as we got it, and it's quite impressive that he's come up with this on his own really, or whatever, and you know, they come up with it on their own testing wise, and it's pretty good to the point where, well, should I tell you? I don't know, I'll tell you later whether I'm going for the bot or not. I'll let you know later. I want to be talking again about the next 5-star batch. Now, nothing has been confirmed, but I want to talk about the next 5-star batch and the bots that I expect to be in that batch and why. So, kind of not a wish list, so to speak. So, some bots in there I would love to have as 5 stars that I just don't think are going to come. But we're going to go through that 5-star batch and what I think we'll see next. And you can be the judge on whether that'll be a good batch or not. And then we're going to do some 5-star pulls from our combats. We've been saving our combat crystals for a long time now. Too long. At least the last 4 or 5 combat events, maybe. Been saving them up big time. But today is the day that the batches have been split, so I can finally pull from that batch. So we're talking about which bots I'm going for, why I'm going for those bots, and then pulling those crystals live. And as always, we'll be doing giveaways to, you know, those that get it right. You know, that's how we roll in this channel. You know, if you get what if you guess what I pull, then you get a Sunstreaker Wozza Stash Crystal just for being, you know, 100 IQ. And then at the end we're going to be doing our platinum member giveaway. So for all our platinum members, every second month I give away a $50 gift card. So the only way you can be in with a shout of that is being a platinum member. So if you are considering being a platinum member, or if you are already a basic member, consider upgrading for the next time we do this in 2 months time, and you're in with a shout of a $50 gift card. So keep that in mind. So let's crack on. Let's look at the news. Let's go through the important news coming to the game this week, and then we can carry on with the rest of the stream. But before we do, and I do this occasionally, apologies, we're going to have a look at who we've got in the chat. See, I'm so excited about pulling these 5-star combats and getting this sort of info out and talk to you guys about some of the important things coming in the game that I even forgot to say hello. So apologies. But Erods was first in the stream with Jason Rowley and Lord Avix. If you guys hit me up, you three, after the stream, I'll give you a Sunstreaker or a Stash Crystal just for being early on in the chat. I can see some people saying, oh, I missed the notification. Sometimes Discord's faster than YouTube. I don't know. I could not tell you. But yeah, the best thing to ask them, guys. I think a lot of them said Discord's a bit faster. So you can join my Discord if you want no quick notifications. The notification comes through the Transformers Earth Wars server as well. But again, if you're subscribed on YouTube and you're in Discord and you're in my Discord, then I doubt you're gonna miss a notification. So who else have we got? We've also got Stay Puff. How's it going, buddy? The Mercenary Terror as well. DDEX76, Ricky Lau. We've got Chris Harmon, who's just upgraded. Thanks for upgrading. We've got Grind Time, Penny Lancaster, Esclahose, Kill Cannon. We've got Ray Belmont. How's it going, buddy? Chip Cox, Simon Hayes, Valhalla Streams. We've got... who else have we got? So we've got Freezes Max, good buddy of mine, who's also a content creator as well. Go and check him out. We've got MD Prime, Carnage Mac Art. We've got Stan Tarvin, Woody. Thanks for joining. Who else have we got? We've got Matt Paul, Professional Husky. We've got good friend Garrett. How's it going, buddy? Who else have we got? A lot of talk about how to get in the stream quickly. We've got Vicho, VF1J. We've got Rob Newman as well. Good to see you. And Sergio with the clutch at the end. Rob Newman's put, hey, Wozza, I'm returning from the game for a long time. Used to play with you in Real Steel. Wow, that is going back. That is going back. Wow, good to see you, buddy. So, I've got to tell you a story before we even start. So, that's going back some years. So, that's actually where this channel came from, if I'm remembering correctly. So, I was in the high-level alliances. I'm probably, no, I wasn't struggling, as in struggling in terms of, like, doing well. Struggling for balancing my playtime. I had two young children at the time. Might have been one-on-one on the way. So my time was limited. So I said, listen, guys, I'm going to drop down a bit. A couple of alliances. And, you know, maybe I can help some people out and that. And I'm pretty sure it's in Real Steel where someone said, hey, Wozza, can you give me some advice on base design? And I was like, yeah. And I think I gave a few people a bit of advice. And I was like, I'm sort of repeating myself. And that's sort of, without going too in depth, that's sort of where the channel started in Real Steel. So yeah, I can't remember how long ago it was, maybe 4 or 5 years ago, I think. Something like that. Rob Newsom said it wasn't me. Maybe it was, yeah. I was trying, I can't remember who it was. If it was you, I apologise. But I was trying to send someone a video. I was like, I can't, how do I send this video? I couldn't send it through Discord, couldn't send it through Line. I was like, oh, where am I going to send this? I thought I'll send it on YouTube. Went and created a profile, Sunstreaker Wozza, because his name was Sunstreaker. Everyone knew me as Wozza. The two names, put them together, made it, and it wasn't even a channel. Honestly, it was like a blank canvas. There was nothing. It was just somewhere where someone can find this video, and just took off from there. So yeah, Miss Prime. Yeah, I remember you. I remember that IGN. Yeah. Good to see you, buddy. Good to see you. So yeah, glad you returned. There's a lot of players returning after a long time, and if you are, Dale's mentioned that they're giving a free 5-star away to returning players. So if you didn't know about that, then hit me up after the stream on Discord or Line. I'm pretty sure I've got the same line. IG might be different, but Sunstreaker Wozza, definitely hit me up, and I will put you in contact with Dale in some way. But yeah, a free 5-star for returning players. And I know a lot of players sort of were like, it's not really fair that these players are getting a 5-star that have been gone for a year or so. But you got to think that the more players we get into the game, the healthier it is. You know, the game's doing well. The game's getting a lot of new players in. From what I've been talking to Dale, a lot of the Force to Fight guys are coming in. They're getting a lot of new fans. I'm sure they get new fans because when the film comes out as well, there's not a lot of Transformers games out there. So they're getting a lot of new players, but they want some returning older players. They want to increase the higher end, so getting them players back in again, the higher HQs, by enticing them with a 5-star. I'm fine with it. The amount of 5-stars we've got since they've been gone, let's be fair, that's a lot. The game's come a long way from where it was. So yeah, I'm fine with it. You know, if it gets more people into the game, then yeah, it's all good. You know, it's good for the health of the game. So yeah. And then Hayes 1345 and also Phil right at the end of the clutch. Thanks for joining the stream, guys. And Tony B's put, it's totally fair to get a 5-star. Use current players get like 6 5-stars a year. Yeah, they pretty much do. Let's be honest, it is crazy amount of 5-star shards. So, just for record, Rob, yeah, it's a lot better the game than what it was years ago. A lot better. I don't feel find anyone that will say the game's worse than what it was. I really don't. It's got a lot better, and they're still trying to improve it, to be fair to them. The guy, Dale, who's the community manager, done a lot to help them. Yeah, it's getting a lot better, and they are working hard to make it even better again. So, but yeah, yeah, Rob, hit me up on line. We'll have a chat after the stream, and I'll try and make sure you're all right and hook you up. So yeah, good to see you, buddy. Okay, so let's set the formalities. Let's get on with the news. So this weekend's event is Play Dirty, and it's a chance event for the combat. 150 prestiges with 2 event chips per prestige. So it's 300 crystals. I don't think they've ever given away 300 crystals before. And I know what you're thinking, right, okay, but no one was a catch with that. Are they giving 300 crystals away? Then chances are they've reduced the odds. So, the event's rewards, I think you get about 4,000 4-star shards. I worked it out, I think it was 3750. I'm not keen on the event structure of 250 points per prestige and 150 prestige. I'd rather have it 50 prestiges, getting 6 event chips per prestige, because I just feel like when you look, like when you've done a few battles, you just sort of clicking reward after reward after reward, so it gets a bit tiring. I don't like these loads of rewards in close proximity. We did say that as feedback a while back, but I think they've gone back to this. I don't know whatever reason why, but I just think they need to go to less prestiges. Same rewards are good, just less prestige, not 150. It gets a bit silly. And Master Ninja just put 200 prestiges now. They've increased it? Have they increased the rewards though? I didn't hear about that, so yeah, I'll believe you. I'm sure you're more up to date with the news than me. I've had a bit of a long day today, but yeah. But yes, so a chance at getting the new combats, Big Daddy and Groundhog. Really good combats. If you want to know what they do, then go and check out my review of them. Really, really good. And also 5-star combat shards as well. Premium combat chips, some sparks. So yeah, some good rewards. And then they've sort of changed a bit, which I like. 75% chance of getting 5-star combat shards, or just combat shards, because all combat shards are 5-star shards for combats. But a 25% chance at getting the 4-star bot. So that's a decent chance. If I did criticise them really heavily, because it was something like I think I worked it out as a 0.2% chance of getting the bot. But if it's a 25% chance of getting the bot, and it's 100 or even 200 prestiges, so that's a good chance. Yeah, everyone's sort of saying 50k to finish. Oof, I won't be doing 50k for this bot. I like this combat, but I ain't doing 50k for it. So I get that some people might want to do that, so I'm fine with it. And you know what? I'm not one of these people that's like, I've got to finish every single event. If they do a 37.5k event and I want to do 25k, then I'll do 25k. Plain and simple. Someone wants to do 50k, that's fine. I'm not going to do 50k for a chance event, but I know people will. So that's fine to them. Put it as 100k they want, and I'm fine with that. So I don't mind too much, but I was just doing whatever. 20k, 25k, something like that. The normal battle zones apply, and then game updates. Obviously, we've got Big Daddy and Groundhog, and big thanks to Tex for doing the sort of screenshots and stats on the 5-star to 2-star. Very good combat. The only thing that has changed from my video, I think, is it's triple the DPS rather than quadruple. But to be honest with you, you can't really tell the difference. It sounds a lot, quadruple to triple, but it's not as much as you think. It's still really, really good. And there's a couple of the playtesters' reviews there to read through. If you want to know the ins and outs, but like I said, I've done a video on it. Go and check that video out. And yes, finally, they have split up the batches. Been waiting for this. My big question now is, do I pull from this batch or do I wait for the next one? Now, obviously I'm going to pull some, but how many do I pull? That's a big question, and we'll talk about that later on. And then playtesting program. So we've just got this in. So the beam laser upgrade, shield generator upgrade. So literally, this is. I don't think this has actually come in yet, or it has just come in literally like the last few hours. Like I said, I've had a bit of a busy day. So not a chance to really look through these yet. We've not had the prime cores yet, the new ones yet. They haven't come in, but they'll be coming in, I presume, tomorrow. And we've not seen the upgrades for Alchemist, and Megatronus yet. So that'll be interesting to see. But again, the only way to know these guys to get the lowdown, the exclusive on these, is to subscribe to the channel. Plain and simple. Don't forget. Then we've got Ability 11 and G1 Power Cores. So I don't want to go through these yet. It's very early days. But if I was to give you my first opinion on the G1 and Ability 11 for these guys, Blaze and Dirge, I think is good. Needs a slight improvement. I think Goldfire and Ramjet needs a big improvement. Don't think it lives up to the expectation. And Warpath and Skull Smasher, I've got to do some testing. But I think that's ridiculously OP the way it is. But we'll wait and see. A few tests are saying it's good. But without... I did some maths sort of top of my head. And I was like, it can't be that. So we'll see. We'll see. And obviously go and check out your content creators. NJ Hoist, Freezes Max, Soldier, myself. And obviously go and check out Grind Time as well. And hopefully Grind Time will be back soon doing some content. I've got some things he's private to sort out. Once that's all sorted, hopefully he'll be back. Then we've got some cool drawings, some cool collections, and the Saga schedule. They finally released the second part. So we've got 2 Prime Core Shards events. It says Last Saga catch up, so they must have had one in Last Saga. I forgot to put it in or something. I don't know. And then 5-star combat shards, and then the Brawn and Full Tilt endurance event end of the month. And then bug fixed improvements, so Sidetrack and Growl will stay on the battlefield after the Combiner was deployed, and the Combiner was fighting Sidetrack and Growl. So presumably that is either... Oh no, it says they're still working on it. Minions getting stuck in battle. I've not witnessed that personally, but yeah. Twin Twist and that guy. So these guys, I actually reported this to Dale, and I sort of went through like... So I sent him a video saying, look at this now. And he's like, oh yeah, he's not doing any damage to the wall. I went, no, it's not hitting the wall. It's hitting the defense 10 squares behind it. He's like, what? I was like, yeah. So they're planning on fixing that so that, you know, when he wants to do, you know, damage against that defense, he'll actually have to go round the walls rather than sort of hitting them for a distance. Bit strange. But yeah. And then there's one for Red Alert and Run Amok. These probably fixed today, supposedly. I don't understand this. I know the problem. So they said they're using their regular abilities when engaged with an outpost bot. As a result, that would prevent them from using combat such as Top Shot and Firefly when around an outpost bot. We gave them some regular melee abilities against other bots to fix the issue. I don't see how giving them a melee attack will fix it, but hopefully it has, and they'll actually use you know, Top Shot and Fireline against other bots, hopefully. And then Combat Shield, when equipped, the warrior was doing direct damage rather than smash. So wasn't doing good damage to walls. So apparently they fixed this. So you should see a bit of a buff to your warriors doing more damage against walls. So I'm all for that. Any sort of improvement to warriors, I'm all for. So yeah, pretty cool. And then the next time the team will be streaming is on the Thursday, the 16th of March. They've gone to monthly streams now. But like I said, now they've gone to monthly streams. If you want to see all the latest info, the best thing is to subscribe to all your content creators. We'll be covering all the content way before that. So go and check that out. Okay, let's go to the game. We'll see what's been going on in the chat. Cool. So let's have a look what everyone's been saying. So yeah, everyone's saying that obviously it's 400 crystals now. And yep. And Grind Time thinks he's getting the gift card. No, he's not. I'd love to say it was a fix, so doesn't get it, but actually, I'd like him to get it for once. He's been one of my biggest supporters, but he's just been really unlucky. Penny Lancaster, Top Shot is worse. I do agree. Well, I still think he's good, but he's not as good as he was. Let's be honest. That's a fact. But yeah. Escalhossi, is it equal chance to get the 2, 3, and 4 star? I've asked this. I've asked them to publish the stats, but yeah, Joshua the Banks put is something like, and you know what? Yeah, you're probably not far off. 2% for 4 star, 25% for 3 star, and 73% for 2 star. You're probably right within that, but I'm not too sure. Again, it could be more. I don't know. Who knows? They need to publish these, really. It's not really fair on chance events, but yeah. Grant has put a new drinking game. Every time Wozza mentions subscribing. Subscribe. 3 shots. Lancaster, you leave Warpath alone just because you don't have his 5-star. Don't go and ruin him for the rest of us. Yeah, but no, listen, I don't use Warpath. But I would like it to be good, and I'll go and chase him. I'll go and get him. But the problem is, so when you get a bot that's really that overpowered, one or two things are going to happen. It's either going to get nerfed later on, or there's going to be some sort of counter to it. Now, from what they've done, I don't want to say too much. Oh, thanks Grant for tipping, much appreciated. Thank you. Thanks, buddy. I don't want to say too much about Warpath and the ability. I don't want to give too much away yet because I don't want people to be disappointed. But say we did leave it as it is and it's massively OP, and everyone goes, yeah, I'm going to invest in the ability 11, and they spend their spark, and they even go and chase the 5-star. Like I said, I would if it stays as it is. I'd probably go and chase the 5-star, and then they go and they realise how powerful it is, which I think from running the numbers, it's massively too powerful. And the apes go, yeah, we're going to nerf that. And I've wasted maybe 1, maybe 2 5-star pulls. I've wasted the money, leveling up. I've wasted the spark. Now, those with Warpath leveled up with ability 10, they'll waste the spark. They'll get the spark back. It's not a big problem. He's back as he was. Fair enough. It's your choice. But those that have gone and try and pulled him and took 2 or 3 pulls will not get them 2 or 3 pulls back. Those that have used coins to level him will not get them coins back. So you've got to make sure that when this thing is coming to the game, it is balanced so it's not going to get a nerf. But you also don't want it too bad so people aren't going to invest in it. So it's getting that fine balance of being good, but not too good, not overpowered. And I just think that the way it is right now is crazy. I don't even mean like OP a bit. I think it's crazy, the stats that are coming out. But again, I ran the numbers of a 4-star, and I went, oh, that's not bad. And then I realised that I'd not put Volatile Mixture on. I was like, all right. And then I went to his G1 core. I was like, all right. And then I thought, oh, hang on, this is level 65 4-star. And then I thought, right, I need to test the 5-star. And I've not got the 5-star yet on my test account. So I need to test the 5-star with his G1 core, with the ability 11, give it some tests, really run the numbers, and really try it out and see how it goes. But if it's how I imagine, it's stupid. I'm surprised we even come out with that, but we will wait and see. Yeah. Don't feel guilty when I lose a drawing. I think I will. Jason Rowley's put, we'll do that game gift grind time if you win the gift card. Sounds like a plan to me. Foxy Bonds put, at this point I totally expect bots to be nerfed. Exactly, yeah, but we don't want that. If they're balanced right, they won't get nerfed. That's the problem. And Garrett's put, agree, SA should not mess up ability 11. Josh LeBron's got, can I tell you the SA11? I reckon next week I'll be able to, because it's very early balancing. So we've had Brawn for about a week and a half now, so I can probably give you guys an idea on, do you know what I mean, on Brawn, because we've had a week and a half to sort of discuss it, and I can probably even tell you the change that might get made, or the change that will get made, or might not, but I can give you an idea. It's pretty much balanced. So when it's pretty much balanced, I can sort of show it on my streams, but I don't want to show something in its raw form where it could change completely. It's very, very early stage, so I wouldn't show something where we've got it, you know, in the last day or two. It's very early stages, so probably next week. But I do want to give you guys an update on what's happening. So I think Goldfire needs a massive buff. I think Blades needs a tweak. And Warpath, I've got to do a bit further testing. I don't want to say it's OP, definitely, until I've really put it into battle, really tested it, and then make, for sure, you know, get my facts right before I actually, you know, whatever, make a decision, really. So, yeah, cool. Cool. Okay, so talking about the loyal player survey. So let me know in the chat if you got the loyal players survey. It came through on email today, so the same place you would get the newsletter. So if you haven't checked, go check your email. You might have got it. Again, I don't know what they judge to be a loyal player. I don't know. So yeah, sort of some questions that sort of asked us was around: do we enjoy the events? Do we like the events? And do we like the midweek things? And which ones don't we like and why? And a big part for me that I said I didn't like was the Titan Assault. And I said, and the reason I gave for it was that it's repetitive, but a lot of the game is repetitive, I suppose. But there's no skill involved. There's not. Let's be honest, there's very little skill involved. It's like drop it right at the back against the Titan, and then just go hit this first and just cycle through them. You know, I could probably give it to my 4-year-old or my 6-year-old, sorry, and say to her, have a go at this. This is what you do. And she could probably win a battle with a Titan. In fact, I have. I'm not even lying to you. So even she's done that. So Titan Assault, it's just mind-numbing. Now, I don't like raids, but I know people that do. And at least there's some tactical element to raids. So I don't mind raids being in the game. I don't like them personally. But I don't mind raids being in there because it gives, you know, you can't like everything. So, you know, and I get that, you know, there's some tactical element to it, and people level certain bots for raids, and lower players enjoy them and use the mechanics, and I think it's too bad, raids. Just not for me. So, raids I don't mind, but they need to get rid of Titan Assault. And I said that, just get rid of Titan Assault completely, and just put the Titan Spark into events. Plain and simple. You know, we can add it in with another resource. Plain and simple as that. And then I also said the Titan Tech Tree points. I know we're sort of maxed out at the minute on Tech Tree points. But I said two things. The first thing that I've said all along, they need to open it up. You can't make it that restricted when you've got to level this for that level. You should be able to jump and go, right, I want to level this week. I want to level. From week 1, I should have been able to go, I want my shock tower to be anti-hack. That's what I want. So on my base, I've got anti-hack where you've got more damage from mortars, someone else has got more damage from beams. We've all got different choices, and then we should have got to a point where we could fill it all. We should have got to a point where you could fill up 70% of it. Some people would put more into defense, some more into attack, some more into Titan, and that would be your choice. And I would even enjoy if you could take points out and put back in again. So I might make the wrong choice. I go, you know what, I shouldn't put them into that. I'm going to take them out of that, and I'm going to put them into this instead. Yeah, I'm going to take them out of beam damage and put them into mortar damage, because the way my base works, mortar damage will work better. So I'm going to take the points out of there and put them into there. And you should be able to change that, I think. I think that may make base design really bespoke, and your team really bespoke, and no two teams will be the same in a way. So it just goes towards, you know, everything that I've tried to achieve in this game, that I've sort of said that I want choice. I want people to choose. I don't want to have the same team as this person. I don't have the same base as that person. I want you to look and go, alright, that's a similar team to mine, but you've got Sergeant, you've got that perk, you've got this, so it's similar, but yours is going to be slightly more powerful. Or base design, you can go, oh yeah, you've got a similar base to me, but I've got this core, I've got that setting, I've got anti-fire more than anti-stun, say, and whatever else. You know, that's the way I sort of see the game, being more bespoke, so that, you know, I won't say no two players, but, you know, not everyone has the same base, you know, elements, or the same damage, the same structures, the same health, the same DPS. Everyone pretty much has the same outpost in reason. There's not many more. You could probably guess 2 of the outposts before you even battle. You know, I don't like that. I want a bit of variety in the game. That's the dream. And so what I suggested was that the Titan Trek points that you have to do through doing PvP, put it into every game mode. Put it into raids. Put it into Zen farming, elimination. Put it into wars. So every time you do a battle, doesn't matter what battle it is, keep it in PvP as well. But I find that I'm having to try and balance doing PvP. I mean, not now, granted, because I'm maxed out, but balance PvP, which I don't really enjoy. Once I've maximum resources out, I don't want to play for medals. But I feel like I've got to keep doing it just for the Titan Tech Tree. But I want to do more elimination. I actually enjoy elimination, if I'm honest with you. I don't mind it too much. A bit more skill involved, use the right bot, and a bit more challenging. So I don't mind elimination. But if they had Titan Tech Tree points in that, I would hit it a lot more, and I wouldn't raid as much. Some weeks I probably raid more for resources if I need them, especially if defenses are coming out of the you know, the lab as such. But I just feel like putting Titan tech tree points into everything would solve that issue of being burnt out and to do too much. Because you could just do wars and do it probably, if you wanted to stick to that. And do a few PvP, you could do more elimination, you could do raids. You could do whatever you wanted to get them tech tree points. So that's the way I would like to see game modes. But I've also said for a long time, we need a new game mode. We definitely need a new game mode. We also need a different event structure. Now, when I say new game mode, I don't want it as well as what we've already got. Get rid of Titan Assault completely, do away with it, and bring out a new game mode. Now, do we bring out a new resource or a current resource? Put in the chat what you think. I'm a bit on the fence either way. A new resource means it's something else we've got to chase. And then it's sort of asked as well, you know, should we have everyone an even keel? So it doesn't matter what level you're at, or should higher players have an advantage? And I voted for everyone starting at 0, if I'm honest with you. It gives the new players something to, you know, strive to achieve. But I still think we should have a Zen leaderboard, or an elimination leaderboard even. So have points for each zone you hit. So when you hit higher ones, then you get more points and get rewards for that. Medal leaderboards. You have a medal leaderboard, so the people that have done the most medals get a reward. You know, and it gets reset every month, say. You know, just little things to encourage people to play the game more if they want to. You don't have to. You might look and go, yeah, I'm never going to get near that. But it just gives something to achieve. But then, if they're going to do a medal leaderboard, they need to sort medals out. Losing 6 medals for 1 defense when you've got your outposts out because they get upgraded. And then gaining 1 per attack. It's not really balanced, let's be honest. And they also need to balance the zones as well if you want to do that. So there's a lot of work going towards that, but that's what I sort of I want to see personally. I would love them to remove cooldowns from wars. And I know people are going to say, yeah, but people will just flame out and rush. Well, sadly, that's their choice then. They just need to slow down a bit. People still coin rage anyway. But you can save your coins for elsewhere, and you still spend the coins regardless. But I just think we should remove cooldowns from wars. I don't want to, listen, if I'm free to play, I don't want to log in 5 times in a day. I don't. And there's some times where I'm like, I'm just going to use coins because I can't be bothered. You know, but free to play players don't have that advantage. And no wonder lower players don't like wars. Because I started going a bit free to play in wars during the week and things like that. And I'm like, yeah, no wonder. No wonder new players and lower players don't like wars. Because I've got to log in 5 times a day. And this sort of comes back to when I said, listen, I want to be able to play when I want to play. I want to be able to come in and play 3 hours straight and then leave it alone for the day. Or I want to be able to come in and play it for 5 times a day. If I choose to. Again, all for my choice, the player choice. And you can do it in other game modes. I can go on FIFA, I can do 2 games, come back, do 2 games, come back, do 2 games. Or I can spend 3 hours just smashing games out. I know it's a bit of a different game. But any game that I play, you've been able to play for as long or as short as you want. And you get more whatever for it, more points or more rewards because you're playing longer. And you should be able to sort of do that rather than be stuck to, right, you're playing, wait an hour and come back or pay for it. I just don't like that. So I think you need to remove cooldowns from wars. And I've said for a long time, I did a video on this a while back and it sort of caught on a bit. And we've sort of gone away from it a bit, it's gone quiet. But we still need to remove cells from elimination. I still think. And you can say like, oh, well, what's the point of having a leaderboard? If you haven't got cells, because then it comes down to how many bots you've got and how high a zone you can hit with them bots. So if you've concentrated a lot of your time on bots that can solo and, you know, take out high levels of zones, then yeah, because you're not going to take it down with a nose cone, for example, if you level nose cone. But if you level cup, then you'll probably get you know, some better zen for that. So yeah, you know, I'm all for that. So something that's going to be just change the game modes we've got and sort of improve them a bit. And that's sort of everything that I put forward in that survey. So if you had any interesting ideas for that survey, you filled it in already, then stick it in the chat. Let me know. But yeah, you know, it's good to do surveys though. It is good to sort of ask for our advice and what we think of the game and how to improve it, and they can sort of collate that and go, right, well listen, loads of people have sort of said this. They've also got the alliance chat of all the leaders of all the high alliances and things like that, some mid-level alliances where they all chat about things in the game and things like that. We've obviously got the content creators chat. So they've got plenty of input on how the game should be and things like that, and it's up to them then to decide. But obviously, like I said, it's come a long way over the last 2 years, and it has improved a lot. And I'm a lot more positive now than I was a year and maybe a year and a half ago, where the game was quite stale and boring. And they are bringing out new features now and coming out quite thick and fast, and new content's coming out better. I know it's quite bugged at the minute, but they're working behind the scenes. But, you know, the new combat was good pretty much from the get-go. Sidetrack was really good combat. Nightstick was really good. The latest bot was pretty good as well. So, you know, they are getting there. You know, the content's getting better. So, kudos to them. Yeah. So have a look what everyone's put in the chat. Yeah, so quite a few people got the survey. Grind Time got it. Chris Harmon last week. Illicit Post filled it out. Well done. Good. Well done, guys. If you get it, go and fill it out and be honest with it. Garrett didn't get it, sadly. Yeah, I don't know who they judged on getting it. I haven't got a clue. Honestly, I've not got a clue. Fox the Bonds put raids are stale. Let's post what raids need relevant rewards or better options for redeeming Shaniks. I agree with that. I do agree the Shaniks store needs an upgrade. I do agree with that 100%. Just need to put a new 5-star bot in there. Dead simple. Dead simple. Gives people something to save up for. It's been, oh, when did they put Monkey Prime in there? 5 years ago or something? It's time for a new 5-star in the Shanik store. Definitely got to be. MD Prime, yeah, I like raids, but yeah, a bit monotonous, maybe the same layouts, maybe, yeah. Yeah, Tony B's put raids amount of Shaniks, yeah, similar sort of thing, everyone's saying the same. Chris Hammer's put more all 13. Well, I imagine we'll get more when they upgrade it, I imagine, but yeah. Brian Miller got the survey and said it's the only part of the game, Titan Assault, where I feel like a chore I have to do rather than fun. Yeah, definitely. Well, I still think the Titan tech tree points are a bit of a chore as well. I don't enjoy doing that. I don't enjoy doing PvP. It's just a bit too easy. You just drop a bot and then drop your Titan. Titans have made the game far too easy. I'm not a big fan of Titans at all. Matt Polish put, it does make sense to only have a Titan XP on moles where we use the Titan. Maybe. But then you just, I don't know. I just think you're limiting it to it. But yeah. But then again, you don't always just, you can do events without combats and game combat spark. So, I don't know. Fox the Bomb, new players are pretty much handicapped until the Titan becomes available at HQ 816. Which would make them easier to get, so new players can be competitive. I think the problem is putting them in lower levels and someone have a higher level Titan and just beating the base with that Titan. But let's be honest, we can do that pretty much now. So, yeah. Valhalla Streams has put remove Titan Assault for elimination mode war, where depending on league base is nerfed by a percentage of bots die. Can't be used for the rest of the war. I just don't think it'd work, especially at higher levels. People just don't have the bots. I don't. I couldn't do it. I think there'd be a handful of people that can compete in them wars. I think you'd have people quitting. Because war at the top levels is the game mode that everyone plays. So removing that or making it really hard for them to achieve. We actually had a conversation about this in Psy as well. So we had the conversation. Let me put in the chat what you think. Should top players be able to 300? Should they? Or is 300 something for people that achieve perfection at the very, very top level? So, at the minute, every alliance expects their players to get 300. It's an expectation, not an achievement. It's an expectation. Whereas in reality, maybe should they expect 225? And anything above that is a bonus. So if you get a 240, it's like, well done, mate. That's a good score. You got above 225. If you can get a 300, it's like, wow. You know? Should that be the case? Should players accept that they can't always fight on hard mode? Let me know in the chat what you think. And we had a discussion about it, and it was to and fro either way, and there's no right and wrong answer. You know, I would not, you know, whatever I think does not mean it's right. I think that personally, I think that's right. You shouldn't be able to have to 300, but I think that if they changed it, a lot of players would be really annoyed with that, and they'd lose players. So I think it's a good idea to do that in essence, but would it affect the player base? Maybe. I don't know. I don't know. Would you be annoyed if you couldn't 300 anymore? I don't know. Paul's put, it could work if they made items purchasable with all currency. For example, the 5-star monkey costs 50k Shanix, but auto purchasable with Zen or cyber coins. They're not going to give a monk a 5-star away for 5,000 cyber coins, either, let's be honest though. It'd be a lot more than that. Yeah, removing cooldowns or sell would increase gameplay, Guy put. Yeah, it probably would. But again, I think they need to take it away. Like, if they said to me, right, you can only do 2 game modes for the rest of this year, pick 2, I would choose Elimination and Wars. Forget events, everyone does events. That's what I would choose. Now, someone else can go, you know what, I would choose this. But I think they need to make they need to make Zen a bit more accessible, but minimal. So you should be able to play events and get Zen through events, but a slight amount. So maybe just enough to do your defenses, that's it. You know, it should be giving millions of Zen away every event. Maybe like 200k per event, 100k per event, something like that. A minimum amount. So you can't save it up for XP. And those that want to get Zen to get XP, or maybe it's something else, another resource, whatever, they can go do elimination mode if they want. You know, I'm not a fan of PvP. I'm not a fan of raids. I hate Titan Assault. So elimination and wars, if I could do that every week, I'd be quite happy in the game. If I could get enough energon and enough alloy in events and elimination and wars to last me, and Shanix through them, I would never do the other. I would never do PvP ever again, or raids, and definitely not Titan Assault. If we could get them resources elsewhere, never. But I'm sure other people will. I'm sure more people would pick, you know, pick raids because they enjoy raids, which is fair enough. So it's them, innit? Again, all that's choice. I'm not a big fan, like I said, I'm not a big fan of being forced to do something like, you have to do this. I want to be able to choose how I want to play the game, what I want to play the game, and then maybe pay the consequences for choosing that if I choose that. You know, if I choose not to do, you know, raids, then maybe I don't get any Shanix, and I can't use Shanix, and that's my choice. Maybe 1 week then I might have to do a bit of raids, yeah, raids to get Shanix, you know, just spitballing, but yeah. I put in my survey how hard it is in getting Spark and how most of my bots are ability 8 and not many are ability 11. See, that's the problem. Most top players are overflowing with Spark to the point where, you know, I've said sort of my team that, you know, all these are maxed out at 10 or 11. All these are maxed out at 10 and 11. Yep, all that is that alert. Yep, all these are maxed out at 10 and 11. I don't think Dinobot is. No, Dinobot's 11. Cheeto's not 11. Yep, so Cheeto's not 11. So that's 1. Skybus is only 10. That's 2 bots. Wheeljack is, Prowlers, Norris, Blaze 10. Sunstreaker? Yeah, so that's 3 bots not got. Snarl 4. You'll find a few more now. 5, and then 6, 7, 8, 9. But obviously these 4 don't really count because they're still early days. So you're talking 5 bots that aren't maxed out with Spark. So top players have a lot of Spark. And then when you look at the fact that I've got 3.4 mil there, and the fact then that I've got another 1.2 mil in achievements, so I've got another 5 million in the bank. You know, we're sort of overflowing with Spark really, and even combine a Spark. I mean, combine a Spark, I've got what? 3 mil? Yeah, 3 mil. Not bad guess. Manga boss in the thing, and then even combat. I don't understand personally how people can say like, oh, I'm really short on combat Spark, because yeah, I've got 4.5 mil. I'm obviously going to pull some today, so that'll go down. But yeah, I find it really easy to get combat Spark if you're buying the bundles, but I get it, everyone will. Chris Harmon's put skank farming is awesome. Yeah, I know, there's nothing better than skank farming. Venom Van Holland's put tech tree in all mold. Make it happen, Wozza. I will try. I will try. Yep, Penny Lancaster. Cooldown cells removed. Yep. Simon Hayes has put, I just pulled the soundtrack and Night from the latest batch. Should I stop there? Well, I will do some polls later on. We'll come to that when we talk about that. We'll talk more about the batches and what my idea is. Ray Belmont's put no server. I guess being an alliance lead, having played for 7 years and completing previous surveys, just don't cut it for loyalty. Fair point. Yeah, Master Ninja's put, I'm with you on the tech tree. Need to add more levels, but limit what you can choose. Yeah. Yeah, listen, I'm not going to tell you to do something I'm not doing myself. I used a few Shaniks just to get some, try and get some squad cores, but it was awful. I wanted to try something, but it didn't work out. I wanted the G-Metal Air one, Air Attack Command, and then didn't get it, and then when I realized it was 10% for a G-Metal, but then the chance within that is like 5%, it's like 2%. I was like, nah, I'm not going to bother, keep going. I used like 10k Shaniks. I was like, yeah, I'm not going to bother anymore. So I'm still saving my Shaniks for whatever upgrade they're coming. They've talked about an upgrade for a while now, but they're not. I just said what upgrade is coming. Fox about 300 is hit or miss for me, but always give my best. Well, yeah, obviously. Just do what you can. Penn Lancaster, since the latest game, we aren't required to get to 300 as Prime because it made things so different. I don't know. I think top level alliances still expect 300s, if I'm honest. Tony B, the challenge of getting to 300 is well worth it. Master Ninja about elimination mode in wars. Yeah, we can't have that. Yeah, not a chance. Yeah, Robert Gia, is that right? I hope we got it right. Said it should be at least be hard to get 300 in war. Yeah, I kind of agree. If it's Josh Lang involved, it is a RIP 300. That is a good base. If you want a base to copy, that is a good base. Until someone works out how to beat it. If you level the best bots up to max, then you should be able to defeat the hardest stuff to fight in the game. Yeah, fair point. Yeah, but it's not. It's like you know when you've like beaten a game and you are good at it, and then you go on like super mode. That's the point I'm sort of making. That hard mode is supposed to be like a super mode, but it's not. It's not a hard mode, is it? Hard mode isn't that hard. That's the point I'm making. Put it this way, in Alliance Wars, everyone goes hard mode. Everyone. No one goes easy in our Alliance. You know, and yeah, we are one of the top alliances, but to not have a single player going easy or normal, I should say, you know, for me, you know, that should be hard. It is a normal, and just for me, I would like to look at some bases and go, you know, yeah, I can make that a bit. I can make that one on hard, but I can't make that one on hard, and vice versa. And I just need to change something quick because this is really annoying me. The fact that it's not symmetrical. Everyone that knows what my base runs in knows it needs to be symmetrical. There we go. Still like raids, but rewards are underwhelming. 20 beast put. Yeah. And yeah, and Fox Bomb, I don't want to fall too far behind. That's one of the questions as well. Is why do you still do Titan Assault if you don't like it? And it was because I don't want to fall behind. That's it. No other reason. What else? Grandtime's put not all top players have Flush with Spark. Yeah, but not all top players have every single 5-star in the game, Grindtime. Fox about my goal is just to be competitive and have fun. Yeah, I suppose it depends if you're elitist or completionist or whatever sort of player you are, but yeah. Ray Bellman, I agree the Titans be a negative aspect in the game. In many cases I have played asking me when the 5-star Titan will come out. I answer hopefully never. Agreed. At least not until rebalancing. I totally agree with that. I've said that. I've said to Dale, I hope they never bring 5-star Titans out. I really do. It's bad enough as it is. Yeah, Brian Miller's put, I get 300 about 8% of the time in Prime. I don't think I should. It feels easy. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't say it's easy, but I still think that 300 is the goal. I don't think 300 should be the goal. It should be an achievement. You know, but yeah. Chris Harmon's not Flush of Spark either. Games turn into Transformers Earth Wars events. Well, yeah, events are always important though, and hard and whatever, and difficult, aren't they? Master Ninjas put level the combats you have equipped, and that amount will go down real fast. Not really. You look at my my levels. If you can find it. But again, this is how I talk to people that like you don't need to level everything to 10. I mean, so War Squad, not on my War Squad, War Squad, War Squad, War Squad, not on my War Squad, War Squad. So yeah, I could put something to shield on. What would that be? So 750k, but then I'd have 3.7. Not on the War Squad, not on the War Squad, not on the War Squad, not on the War Squad. On the War Squad, so what's that? So 562, so 1.25 mil. Not on War Squad. Trip up, but I could change that. I don't really like trip up. So yeah, I could max them out, but you know, I'm waiting for the 5-star for that. I'd rather max the 5-star out the 4-star, so I don't really like maxing out 4 stars. The only reason I took him to really 9 and then to 9 because that was on my War Squad, and that for leveling with Cup, and that was on my War Squad as well, and that will go on defense. That was on my War Squad at one point, so that's before we had 5-star glitch. So yeah, some of them started leveled for other reasons, like for events or for bots, sort of like for Zen farming. But yeah, they're all like 10 and 9 ones I use. The ones I don't use, that's why. What's the point in leveling something you don't use? I've not used 5-star Dial once since I've got him. He's staying at level 1. What else? So for the chat again. Iwu or UWU. An event that gives easy combat spike. Yeah, a lot of people said that, yeah. Matt Poley's got the G Metal Squad core and I put it on Cosmos. Wow. Yeah, Master Ninja spent 35k over the course of the game. It's so hard to get. I agree, yeah. I agree. Yeah, there's lots in the stream today, Fogster. A lot of people talking about issues in the game. It's good. It's good. Okay. Vincent Lee, what combats am I going? We'll talk about it soon. So I just want to talk about a couple of things first, and then we'll talk about. We'll have a call to pull some crystals, get some codes away and stuff. There you have it. If Chris Harmon, big baller doesn't have max bar, then it definitely needs to be increased. Yeah, good point. And Brian Miller's put the other disadvantage of 300 being an expectation is it means a lot of wars are lost for my alliance because people bomb out on base 3 and only do 3 attempts on hard mode. Yeah, people don't like going easy mode, do they? But yeah. But yeah, cool. Okay, so next up, so I wanted to talk a bit about the next 5-star batch and the bots I would expect to be in there, or not necessarily what I want, but my sort of prediction. So again, there's no sort of set in stone, but like this is coming. But they have said they'll start releasing more 5-star batches. I think they need to, because one of the things in the survey was how many 5-star shards do you have, and one of the top answer was over 20k. And I feel like they need to add another bracket onto that, because I feel like I'm not even at the top of that bracket, and I've got over 20k. I've probably actually got over 25k now. And I'm sure there's people with like 40k plus. I think one person told me once they have like 80k 5-star shards, something stupid. So, you know, there's a need to use 5-star shards, and the best way to do that is with 5-star bot batches. But and hopefully can bring some more out this year. So yeah, I just think I'd talk about sort of. So I expect personally, I expect we'll see skids and topspin. They can't keep putting one bot in these batches because we're going to end up so far behind. But I think the reason they did it in the last batch was it was too soon for topspin. I think it was like a month after he came out or something. So I think they want to make it so that if you compete in a I was going to say endeavor, if you compete in a endurance event, then you've got that bot for a while. You sort of, it's warranted, you know, taking part in that event. Otherwise, you've got to wait 6 months before that bot comes in a batch. So I think that's the reason why they didn't put skids in that batch. So obviously we're going to see skids, and I think we'll now see topspin. I think it's been like, you know, pretty much 6 months. When by the time they come out, I'm expecting maybe April, May, the next 5-star batch. More like April, to be fair. Hopefully sooner, but I'm expecting April-ish. And expecting, by that time, it's been about 6 months. People have had top spin for quite a while, so I'm expecting people to get top spin from that batch. So skids and top spin. So two very good bots. I mean, my 4-star skids, I've leveled up to 6510. So with a G1, so that's even the 4-star. So that's how much I rate it. I've not given it 11, which we'll talk about in another stream, but I'm going to keep him at 10. And the one, I'm not. Well, Topspin's alright. I know that Stay Puft really likes him, and Stay Puft is a good player. So if he says he's good and uses him in wars, then I trust him to make that judgment. But just not for how I play. I'm just not a big fan. If it comboed with more than Skylinks, then yeah, I like these combo ideas. But not a big fan of him. But it's decent. Put it this way: if I pulled him as a 5-star, I won't be disappointed, like I would be if I got Ironhide. But I don't think I put him on the war team, to give you an idea. So useful, good, yes. Better than what I've got, maybe not. So I don't think we'd see him as a 5-star. I think we'll see him as 5-star, but I don't think it's for me. So yeah. So the next 3. So while I'm sort of deciding these, you tell me in the chat what 3 you would expect to see. Not what you would like, because everyone will see, oh, I want Star Saber as a 5-star, and I want Sentius as a 5-star, and Trax as a 5-star. We know that. We know that everyone wants certain bots as 5-stars, so they're very good. But it's not what you would like to see, because there's certain bots I would like to see, like Star Saber. Doesn't mean there will be. So I don't think there'll be a 5-star Star Saber. But put in the chat what you think will be the next 3 5-stars. Don't forget, one of those is the community choice. Keep that in mind. So the community will choose one. So we'll have skids, we'll have maybe top spin, will we? Won't we? Don't know. We'll have a community choice and 2 other bots. So like I said, skids and top spin. For the community choice, I think people will choose Cup. I really do. For 2 reasons. So everyone went to Blur in the last vote. And that was because he's a good sack bot. Really, really good. But people are finding that, we're probably going to do a counter for that, I think, at some point. With the flare mines to make Blur even harder. And that will make Cup just as easy as he is now. So I think it'd be good for leveling. I think it'd be good for sack players. It's just whether SpaceX would put it in. But I think they will. With the amount of complaints we're getting about rebalancing and people not be able to level in zone 15 because it's too hard, I think they probably will give us a 5-star Cup. But they are scared to death at that back door. So I'm going to cheat and have 2 guesses. But time into 1 for the community choice. So if Cup's not in the survey, I think it's easily going to be After Breaker, another sack bot. I don't see the point myself, because I think it does a good enough job at this level. 59 4-star does a good level popping outposts. But I think we'll see a 5-star sack bot. I think we're seeing that quite a bit now. And I think that is the one. I think we'll see After Breaker or Cup. I'm hoping Cup's in the survey, and I think we'll see a 5-star Cup finally. If they're not scared to death of that back door. But with the amount of prime calls we've got and things like that coming, I don't think it's as much an issue anymore. But you tell me more. Do you see a lot of backdoor attacks still? I don't personally, but you might. I don't know. But yeah, I think we'll see one of them as a 5-star. Next up, the next one I think we will see is Double Dealer. I think we'll have a triple changer. Now, again, will it be broadside? Will it be Double Dealer? I think with the amount of focus they're putting on Acid right now, and they want to really push that and combo it, I think this time round we'll see Double Dealer. So, we've not had a triple changer in for a while, I don't think. What was the last triple changer we had? Was it Skylinks in batch? Is it 9? Batch 10? A couple batches ago. So I think it's time. We normally saw sort of like either a triple changer or a healer in most batches in a way. Batch 2 was Wheeljack. Then it was batch 3 was Springer. Then we saw Ratchet in batch 4. Then we saw Sandstorm in batch 5. So we've sort of seen these sort of healing sort of hybrids in a way. But I think we'll see a triple change in this one. And I think we'll see double dealer. I really do. So we've got double dealer, we've got skids, we've got top spin, and we've got cup. And the fifth one, and I think this is because everyone's been voting for this guy, and everyone rates him as a 4-star, and we haven't got any more healers to put in, so I think this will be the easiest choice, and that is Hoist, because of his healing. They're gonna put a sort of healer in there, you know. They do like to put sort of healing bots, some kind of like I said about Sandstorm and Springer in there. So I think Hoist would be a good addition. I think people will start voting for it, and you could see by the last batch, they sort of started looking at bots that were being voted by the community still. You know, like I said, we had 2 in the last run-in. You know, we're doing really well. You know, it was a Cup and Hound. So I think Hoist will be a bit of a dark horse. I think we'll see in the next vote a bit more even, maybe. You know, I'm not even sure right now who I'd vote for. Would I vote for Cup? Would I vote for Hoist as a 5-star? I don't know, who would you vote for? But that's who I think we'll sort of see. I think we'll see some sort of healing support bot in Hoist. I think we'll see double dealer. And I think we'll see, like I said, skids and top spin, and I think we'll see cup or afterbreaker. I know some people are going to say, yeah, but there's not a lot of combiner bots in there, Wozza. And that's, I think, one good reason to put afterbreaker in there, I think. That's why I'm still leaning towards afterbreaker in a way. I don't think it's a good choice for the apes to put a Computron bot in there. Another option on the side. I mean, I'm still taking that 5, but if you want to talk about combiner bots that I think will go in there on a side option, I think the other one will be I find him. I think it was Scattershot, because again about the acid. That's another reason, because there's a lot of focus around acid. We might even see a 5-star skydive again, because it's all around acid. But I think a 4-star skydive is already good enough. He already does a lot of damage. But, you know, I think with the acid sort of focus, we'll see more acid 5-stars. I think we'll definitely see an acid bot, either Scattershot or double dealer or skydive or something like that, something around acid in there. I think we'll see some sort of healing bot, and I think that'll be Hound personally. But I think they might not. I think they'll slow down maybe with some combiner bots, because they've already got Topspin in there who's a combiner bot. And obviously that's going to be the new combiner that comes out. And from what Dale was saying, 5-star combiners might not even be this year. It's because they're not even in the plans yet, not even in the pipeline, not even been worked out yet how they're going to do it. The artwork's not even been started, I think. So that's way off. So they're in no rush for combiner bots. In the past votes, I've said, yeah, there's going to be more combiner bots. But they're very reluctant to fill those spots. I don't know why, but they're leaving every single combiner with one less. And how they're going to do that, I don't know. I don't think they know really now yet what they're going to do. But yeah, that's who I think. I think we'll definitely see skids, and obviously we'll see Topspin. I think we'll see an acid bot, but I'm going for double dealer, because I want a triple changer in there, and I think we'll see a triple changer in there. Not had one for a while. We'll need some sort of healing bot in there, I think. And I think Hoist will do well in the vote. I think he'll go in there, and I think the community vote will either be Cup, if we're allowed to, or Afterbreaker, because they did well last time, in there as well. Some outside choices of Rotorstorm, who did well in the last one as well. Yeah, let me know, like I said, in the comments on what you think will be in the next batch. And hopefully that batch will be around soon. Hopefully. What else have we got? But hey, don't pick on Ironhide. What else? Fox the Bonds, but sometimes I wish I could revenge attack. Well, something like that is coming soon. Yeah, my apologies, but how many ability items are we going to get before we get Silver Bot and Sandstorm? Yeah, there is some older bots that need it, but I suppose that Goldfire is still the same batch around Sandstorm. Blades quite more recent, and then who's the other one? And Warpath's in before that, so you know. kind of loves broadside. Yeah, he's good. He's not quite working right though. I think he needs some changes. I don't know. Dust up, hoist and inferno. Joshua Banks put cup, tracks and skids. Well, skids will be in there anyway, I think, won't they? So I think so. Tracks so. Yeah, that's a good point. Someone further down has put don't forget the con alternative. It's a good point. So who would that be? Con alternative. So that would be well, what's a con alternative? So after breaker. So I'll put it in the chat. Flame war. So flame war. It'd be double dealers both. Cup and dead end. So dead end would be a bot though. Yeah, but you're getting dead end. So would dead end complete the bot though? Let's have a look actually. If dead end would complete it, I don't think that's probably why they're not bringing a bot out. I'm sure there's some cons in there that'll tell me if dead end will complete him or not, but I don't think it will. But I could be wrong. Yeah, no. Yeah, there's a good reason there. That's an easy reason to yeah, because they can leave breakdown out because of Mirage, so they can easily bring a 5-star dead end. But yeah, and I know what you said about the thing here, but then Cup's not combinable either, so it evens out, doesn't it? It works. Jason Rowlers put Chromia, Minerva, and Hoist. You do know that Minerva's already a 5-star, right? Vortex, which is Dust Up, Lyozak, which is Scattershot, and 8-Face. So I'm not bad about 8-Face. I'd like 8-Face. Double Dealer, that one, which is Beastwise Silverbolt, I think, and Counter Punch, aka Punch. So yeah, Chris Harmon reckons Spinister, aka Rotorstorm, be the community vote. Oh, we'll see. Beastwars Ironhide Air Raiders good one as well, yeah. I don't think they'll have 2. Oh, 8-Face, so yeah, not. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, oh, 8-Face, yeah. Yeah. I thought you meant, I saw it earlier when it said 8-Face and Broadside. I thought they meant, Snapdragon, but no, 8-Face, yeah, be a good one, yeah. Hoist Streetwise. I don't think they'll bring Streetwise out to complete a combiner. I just don't think they'll complete any of them yet. They've just stayed away from that, haven't they? Let's be honest. Yeah, Silverbolt's put a good point. Remember, if they're on the list, the apes cut a lot of bits off. Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah. Brian Mills put a new batch coming out already. No, there's nothing like been confirmed, but they have said there'll be new ones coming out this year. There'll be maybe 3 or 4 batches this year, so we'll get them more often. So yeah, because there's players with a lot of shards, a lot. No, I just got my double dealer to 60 without using for ages. Yeah, I've actually been leveling double dealer to a good point. Like I said, so my double dealer's at 60. Been using him, very, very good, really good with his buff. And then I've got, I've just recently got Broadside. He was one of my missing bots quite a while, and he's out tomorrow. And he'll be getting leveled maybe this weekend, maybe in a few weeks. Maybe endurance event, I might level him, and yeah. I'm struggling for bots to level actually for the endurance event. Trying to think of who to level. His ability damage does need more damage. Who's that? Mercy Terror? Who you talking about there? Let me know. Optimus? God no. God no. Pin Lancaster, we need things for Power Glide. We need a lot more than a 5-star and a G1 and ability 11 Power Glide. We need a lot more than that. Cool. Okay. Right. While we're here, we're going to talk about this 5-star combat batches. We're going to do some polls as well. So, get ready. Whoop, get that over there. Whoop, there we go. Okay. So, like was mentioned earlier. So, Space Ape have finally separated the batches. So, a couple of bots from here. Pinpointer and Steeljaw, I wouldn't mind. But I really don't want Road Burner and Tricerashot. Now I've got, I have got 4 combat pulls. So by the time that obviously the next legacy comes out, I'll probably have 1 or 2 more. But we're probably going to pull from this batch. And for this reason, that Nightstick for me is probably the best gunner combat in the game right now. Very, very good. And I can't say that enough. Very, very good. Absolutely amazing combat. Sawtooth, I'm not a big fan of. Very much like Wind Strike, so I'm not a big fan. Trip Up is good. I'm not too sure if it's working though still. You just don't see the benefit really, but I'm hoping it does work. But I would like Trip Up if he's working right. And Sidetrack is amazing on defense. So he would go perfect on any bot on defense with the 4-star, both of them, along with Big Daddy. So if I get the 4-star Big Daddy this weekend and I get 5-star Sidetrack with 4-star Sidetrack, my defense is pretty much set for a while then. Unless I bring out something even better than that, which is a 5-star Big Daddy eventually. But it's set for a while. But I don't want to waste 4 pulls on this. So I just want to avoid Sawtooth. But I want to save as much as I can for the next batch because I really want Big Daddy on defense. But we'll have to wait and see. But the next batch is looking half decent. So I don't want to waste 4 pulls here. So we're literally going to go 1 by 1. We'll pull. We'll see who we get. If I get Nightstick and Sidetrack on my first 2 pulls, I'll probably stop there. If I get Sawtooth and Trip Up, I'll probably pull them all. So it all depends on who I pull. But someone mentioned earlier that they pulled Nightstick and Sidetrack. Well, that sort of answers your question. Trip Up's good. I don't really rate Wind Strike, and I don't really rate Sawtooth. And if you want to sort of have a look at what they sort of do, we've got the combats here. So again, I've not really leveled Wind Strike. He's decent on slash. It's all right. But every 15 seconds, launch a long-range tornado, dealing 100% of the bot's DPS to everything in the path, and increases the bot's DPS by 30%. So yeah, it's all right. Nightstick is amazing. Like I said, loads of DPS, heals your bot as well, and does acid in a area. Sidetrack does damage, then comes invincible. So just slows people down, does loads of damage as well. So really, really good. Trip Up increases the speed of all your bots. It's his health that worries me. 8,000 health, and he hasn't got great range. I just seems to die a lot in battle. So I'm not sold on Trip Up yet. Good stats, good in essence, but I'm not too sure if it works well in wars. I'd have to do some more testing really. And it was missing, and it was missing Sawtooth. So again, my 4-star Sawtooth is a 1. So cause a Water Gush, dealing 6% of the bot's DPS, so that is high. As damage around your target, but it just increases damage boost. So I think the damage boost is up to like, is it 15%, 20%? I could be wrong, got 2% everything, but I think the fast tag is up to 30, similar to Wind Strike. But not a big fan. And then the next batch comes along will have Bash Breaker in it, and I'm not a big fan of him either. So I've got to consider that for the next batch, that will have bots in it that I don't want. You know, some people like Bash Breaker, but I'm just not a big fan. And for those that aren't sure what it does, it launches 3 acid projectile which combos, but then you can't really judge where they go. Dealing X amount of the bot's DPS, which is 50%. That is it. And negating healing, increased bot damage. But this part, the acid projectiles and 50% DPS, is the same for the 4-star or the 5-star or the 3-star. So I don't really want a 5-star Bash Breaker. But that's coming when the next batch is sort of there. But don't forget, once Bash Breaker is in, Big Daddy will come next, and it will just be them 2. Is it 3 bots? When 3 bots to put in the batch, maybe? Is it 4? I could be 5. I can't remember exactly. It might even be 5 actually, to make sure you can't just pull whatever it is. But Bash Breaker's not for me. Just not. But if we're doing these events every 2 months, these combat events, then that's 10 months away. We're talking like near Christmas before we get a batch of 5. So, you know, we'll save quite a bit by then. But, like I said, not a big fan of the other bots. So, let's try and give away some Sunstreaker Wozza Stash Crystals. So, The question is, do I try and get Mirage Jake in on this? That's a big question. What do you reckon? Should I get Mirage Jake in on this? I'm sure he's upstairs on, I think he's on Fortnite tonight. Been playing FIFA quite a bit, but I think he's on Fortnite with his friends, I think. But yeah. Erod straight in his book. Get Mirage! Get him! So what everyone's put in the chat. See Mitchell VF1J's put, I had 3 pulls saved up and still couldn't get Nightstick. Well, I've got 4, so I can. But Metabear got 5-star Growl, good, really good. All Nightsticks should go to 10. Yeah, I suppose so. You're probably right. I'm not going to argue with that. But I put Sawtooth on Elite 1. I thought it was Elite 1 either, to be fair, so yeah. Put all of them and then Big Daddy's guaranteed. I don't think they'll add on to this, will they? But no, and then Bash Breaker. But I don't think they'll add on to this. This is the batch. I think the next one will get added on to that. That's the case, isn't it? Don't add on to this one, will they? I don't think. I don't think so. Could be wrong, though. Mitchell BF1J, I got Sawtooth. Not happy. Didn't Jake pull dial for you? Yeah, maybe it's a question of combats. Kill Cannon Spot. How is that even a question? Right. I'll tell you what I'll do then. I will, if I can't get Jake, I will get all of it at the very least. I'm sure one of them will be awake. But, okay. 5-star crystal pull. Who are we going to get? Put your one guess. Who are we going to pull straight away? Who are we going to pull for our first pull? Don't put all 4 or 3 guesses, whatever, in the chat. I don't know how many we're going to pull yet. But on our first pull, put in the chat now, who are we going to pull? Sidetrack, Nightstick, Sawtooth, or Trip Up. One of those. Who are we going to pull? If you guess correctly, I will send you a Sunstreaker / crystal if you contact me through Discord after the stream. And now, be right back. Let's see what Mirage Jake's doing. Give him a minute. Switch mics. Do I have worked it? Yep, it's already set up. There we go. Mic set up, ready to go. Okay, let me change mics over. Let me know about the mic. Hopefully it's working alright. But it seems like the sound is working. Say hello, Mirror Shake. Say hello to them all.
Hi.
So, here's what we're at. 5-star pulls. Combat pulls. Yep. We don't want Sawtooth. We do not want Sawtooth. No, he's not. In fact, I've got the headphones on. No, Sawtooth is awful. Right. Like a Pokemon. Yeah. So, not very good at all. All he does is he throws some water in a line. In a line, does some damage. Yeah. Right, trip up, increase the speed of all your bots. Yeah, not bad, not bad. Sidetrack does damage from afar, but when he gets killed, he transforms and becomes invulnerable. Doing lots of damage for 15 seconds. Pretty good for defense. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nightstick, it's now the best. We're gonna combat the game. Better than Top Shot, better than Flat. Yeah. Does 200% bot DPS. Right. Acid in an area as well, doing damage. So 200 in an area, 2% in an area, and damage to a target, and got longer range of flash. Yeah. So obviously night stick. So nightstick, jackpot, sidetrack, very good. Chip up, pretty good. Sawtooth, dial. So yeah. Well, people did mention in the chat that the last time you pulled a combat, it was dial.
Wait, it's just combat?
Yeah. Dial is still level 1 and never been used. Do you have a mind wipe? When I pulled mind wipe on China server, similar situation. So we don't want sort of. Yeah. Okay.
I thought they had like actual characters.
No, the combats. These combat. No, not you're not. Sorry, this combat. Yeah, but Lancaster. But he wants the Pokemon one. No, I really don't. Okay, I think everyone's guesses are in.
Yeah,
So
game and store.
okay, I'll give you the mouse there, Jacob. Do that over there a minute. So it's just we've got your flip one. Got to cross. So get one there. Get now. I'll do. Use chip now. So no more guesses in the chat. Okay. So scroll along. Simon Hayes put sort to the dial. So don't open anything up, scroll it. You don't have to do it there. Here we go. What? Here we go. Let's go. Let's do this. Who we get? Quick. Sidetrack. Chip up. That's not bad. That's not bad. That's still decent. It's not sorted. No, I'm going to level it a bit. Yeah, I don't think it lost 10. Put it this way, I'm a war team now. But I'm just not sure on how good he's actually is for a war team. He keeps dying a bit. He's good when he stays alive, but he dies a bit quick, so I don't know how to keep him out.
You never know, Dad. I can feed sidetrack. Really bad.
Yeah, something could change, true. So let's see who we've got in the chat, who won. So we picked Trip Up. So
hold on, can I see all the messages for the gym?
Yeah, look. I asked them, look. Yes, get him. Yes, get Jake, of course. Do him with first aid. Get Jake. No, so what happened was all the pulled from it, and he went away, and I had a 50-50 between rust dust and first aid, and I weren't sure whether to pull it or not, and everyone was like, pull it, pull it, pull it, to get rust dust. Why? I don't want to push the pull myself. But Lord of Avix won. Who else? Jason Rowley, Kill Cannon, Joshua LeBlanc, Crispin Nielsen. No, they can't change. No. Freezer's Max, watch it afterwards. Like, yeah, I'll say they won. I'll trust them. And then when they contact me on, yeah. But everyone's saying, look, what's up? Look, E-Rod, say that, how's it going? Dojack. Mac, alright, he's back. Meber put grind time. Kill Cannon. Get you some nice stick, Tony. You better do. Chris Harmon. Yeah.
I thought everyone was nice.
Oh yeah, it's holiday, did it? So yeah. Let's see, Meber put Sawtooth equals no V-Bucks.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
There's no feeding point then.
Yeah, it's more beef points nowadays, but yeah. I hear the voice is very faint. I think it's where we've got the microphone. I think it's put there.
I've got a little bit.
It's not talking very loud, but I can change that.
I've got a small voice.
Give me a second.
I was like, well, perfect way to get how many good pulls.
What's that one with? What?
So when I was like 6 or 7 first channel, and when I did first channel, that's when we put all like good pulls out of it.
I know. Fade away a bit since then, yeah. Right, there we go. I think that should be better now, guys, so apologies for the sound. That should be better. No, I've muted the headset mic, and we're using our external mic, so that's why we'll just put it a bit closer. Sure, hope it's better. Right, I'm gonna go again, Jacob. Yeah, I want that nightstick.
Sure.
So, guys.
Are you sure you don't want? Are you sure you're not going to get the Pokemon?
I'll show you while waiting. So, guys, put in the chat, second time round, what are we gonna pull this time?
Can I just say, you could get every single one of them, but you're not supposed to what you've got.
I know, I don't wanna. So,
Save up.
Sawtooth, Nightstick, or Sidetrack?
Sidetrack.
What are we gonna pull? What do you reckon, Jacob? I
Sidetrack.
think Sidetrack. You get to that last time.
Right, sidetrack.
Sawtooth, Nightstick, or Sidetrack, and I'll show you
Sawtooth.
this guy. Let's show you who's Sawtooth on actually. Let's look at that first.
Sawtooth with me, that's done. You've now got full Sawtooth already. You've got some.
Oh, that's a quick one. Someone like to see him.
I want to.
Just quick one. Someone rubbish.
A rubbish bottom and rubbish. Bottom and
No.
rubbish compact.
Someone I actually use, or someone I use a bit.
No,
Someone up there.
no.
Oh,
Oh,
Sentius.
fine.
Oh, Sentius. There we go.
He looks like a.
Okay, yeah. When he's there, when you go in the showroom.
Well, no. That's the most terrifying thing I've ever seen. That would never be a Pokemon.
It's pretty awful, isn't it?
Oh,
That was just like a Pokemon. That could easily be a Pokemon.
that's a Pokemon from a different universe.
So yeah, you can see why everyone said like look like a Pokemon. And then we look at
He just doesn't though.
what
He doesn't.
it does.
10 times big.
Everyone says it looks like a Pokemon. Literally everyone.
Oh, they don't know Pokemon.
And then you got who wins strike? I think Slash. Let's have a quick Slash then.
Nobody knows what the
And like I said, but why did Jake scare a Pokemon?
scary. It's just horrendous. Like,
Where's Slash?
never seen a Pokemon like it.
Yeah, that's the standard of some of the combats nowadays. Look at that, Jacob.
I mean, he does look cool with the sword stuff.
Not really.
He looks like that one of the people that look like just like a midget that everyone else underestimates. So you pull up sword.
Yeah, people don't underestimate him now. He's overestimated, so.
He looks like under a 6 minute.
Okay, everyone's guesses are in, so
Done.
let's do this, Jacob. So go on, drag it over. So, combat, yep, get now. Yep. And scroll it again. There we go. So you think sidetrack, yeah?
Mm.
I hope you do. Sidetrack or nightstick? Come on, nightstick.
Sidetrack.
Come on, nightstick.
Sawtooth, I'll go back upstairs.
Nightstick, get in. Right. I've got a decision to go now. To make.
I actually thought it was stop.
We've got nightstick. But we've got a 1 in 2 chance now.
Don't do it. You've got the one you needed.
I have. But I do want sidetrack though. But do we spend 5k and we're done?
You told me about this, saying
I know.
don't spend all the stuff on stuff. And then you're doing it.
See, it's fair, these two are my war team. Sidetrack's
I'd
on
be gambling
defense.
on something that you don't want.
So let's see who guessed
What the-
right.
I swear, I've put Santa twice and 2 people. that
So,
are like man and foot. I've got the exact different person. I've got everyone except Sidetrack in the world.
That's good.
But bad.
So Valhalla Stream's got nightstick, Penny Lancaster put nightstick. Who else?
Yes.
Grind Time put Nightstick. Thanks, Grind Time. Ray Belmont. Stojak. Against Rob Newman. Penny Lancaster. Yep. Rahan. Is that right? Mike Berger. And Andrew Stevenson. And then Chris Hammers put Jake. We put my next 5-star. Freezes Max put Nightstick as well. Chris Harmon put Nightstick. So yeah, hit me up after the stream, guys. Everyone that guessed correct, and yeah, everyone hit me up. Oh, sidetrack for 3 out of 3. See, if I do this though, I can't do more calls because the amount of calls will be about 1 out of 2. Or should we do it anyway? I think.
I want to do it. Get started. Hey, I don't even blame on me. Bible prayer. I'm putting on me. You're the one who
Have you heard this? Have you heard this? Oh my god, what to do? Obviously, everyone's gonna go do it. Obviously.
Decisions.
Let's do it. We'll pull 1. If you don't, I'm saving 5,000 shards for the next batch. So it's either sidetrack or nothing right now. So you'll wait for 5,000 shards.
You're the one who got over it. You want the content. You're the one who wants the
Okay.
content.
It's not doing content. It's doing once it's sidetrack. It's no, it wasn't sidetrack. It's gonna be
You've already got the one that you needed.
True, but I want sidetrack. No, I wanted sidetrack and I wanted Nightstick. So if we get sidetrack now, this is like Mirage, Jake, Peak. What we get? Sidetrack still.
Saucy.
You said sidetrack
What's that?
earlier.
Why are you
Don't
saucy?
think of that. If you think you can get it now, we've gutted with you.
Me? I told you. You shouldn't have gambled.
You shouldn't have said sawtooth. You said sidetrack all along.
It's just sidetrack the game, still with that.
Ugh.
You shouldn't have gambled.
Gambling lessons from a kid. Oh my days.
I'm not even talking about it. That's the best combat in the game.
Yeah, I wasn't giving stash crystals out for that one, guys. Only 1 in 2 chance, so I didn't want to give like a million stash crystals.
I don't lie, that's just the best
Oh.
combat in the game. It's the best combat in the game. That's the whole wise on about it.
See, don't have to put your mouth to get the last one. Do what? Do you just pull him? Go on, Jake. Let's pull the last one.
I wonder
Let's
who
do
it's
it.
going to be.
Let's do it. We can save some more shards. We can
Let's
find
do-
some more crystals.
Let's do a 1 in 1 chance.
Oh, I wonder who it's going to be.
Guess some shit. See what we're going to get.
Let's do it. Let's just do it.
Who's what we're going to get?
I think I'm going to get Sawtooth again. See, Penlancaster put, I bet you get sidetracked. I don't know, you know, I don't know.
Well, we got him.
And we got sidetracked finally. Took us 4 pulls, but we got him.
Oh,
Oh, yeah. But, sidetracked, yeah. Yeah, I think you did well, to be fair. Yeah, I did push you into that third. Did say not to do it. So, listen to Mirage J. That's the lesson learned. Listen to Mirage J. When you see people going, 3 out of 3, 3 out of 3, do it on a 3 out of 3. Peer pressure, you see. Don't listen to peer pressure.
You know why?
Why? That's peer pressure. People, people get in your head and people force you to do things when really you wouldn't do it normally. People pressing you into it. It's peer pressure.
I agree, Andrew. I didn't even know that we're going to get sidetracked.
Well, thank you, Mirage Jake. I will let you get back to your Fortnite. Much appreciated. Say goodbye to the guys.
Yes.
Cheers, mate. Well, there you have it. Don't gamble, guys. Don't gamble and listen to your kids. Totally the opposite of what we've all done for the last 5, 6, 7 years on Transformers Earth Wars. Gambling, know your kids. But hey, I'm telling you to do the opposite right now. Okay, cool. So I did say to everyone that after the 5-star polls, we'll have a look at Brawn. A quick look. So let's get him up. So I do want to emphasize this, that this is not the finished product. And I do not want to see people complaining saying, oh, Wozza said it was this when in testing. It is in testing. Now, if I start see people complaining in Discord and things like that about, then I'll just stop doing the exclusives, guys, and stop doing this. You know, I'm sort of doing this to give people an idea on whether to compete for the leaderboard or not, with the endurance event or the leaderboard. But, you know, I'm hoping that people do endurance events based around, you know, what people say about the bot and is it good or not just doing it for the hell of it. You know, a lot of people will choose to do this endurance event if the bot is good enough. So I want to make sure that you guys know in enough time, is it worth going for, isn't enough worth going for, does it fit in with your team? So that's the first thing. So first I'll look at him in the showroom. So let's have a look. Where is he? Where is he? Is there somewhere? There is Brawn. So there is Brawn, and we'll do a bit of a transformation. Check him out. There we go. Nice and cool. Someone did mention that transformation is not finished. Not finished. Transformation hasn't finished. Try again. It should be down there, I think someone mentioned. I don't know, but that's the way they got it anyway. Who knows whether it's right or not. Maybe it's not transformed it all the way. Who knows? But still pretty cool. I'm still glad that Brawn's coming to the game. Cool bot. I had a discussion in playtest on when it was the second strongest transformer from the original episode. And it states on his bio that he is next to Optimus Prime. So, second strongest Autobot. So it gives you an idea on what sort of stats it'll have. Then we'll go to Full Tilt. Let's try and find Full Tilt. I'm sure I've got him somewhere. Maybe not. I thought I had him Full Tilt. We only got 4-star. I've got the 4-star Full Tilt. That's what it is. There is Full Tilt as well. So big fan of Full Tilt. Don't think it looks amazing, but I think they've done the best of what they can. But I love him in car mode. I think he looks awesome in car mode. Obviously a part of Triptychon, so yeah, although you might look at him and go, it doesn't look like much, it is pretty much what he looked like as a toy. So and to be fair, the robot looks better than what the toy did, especially the G1 one. So still pretty cool. Still a cool bot. I'm glad Full Tilt's in the game. Pretty cool Decepticon. So looking at the stats, so again, these stats could change at any point. This is just a level 1 bot, but just give you an idea on what he does. So fire a single target EMP rocket that disables a target for 10 seconds. Now that does 0 damage. Just to emphasize that, 0 damage. But if the enemy was already stunned by an EMP effect, it will overcharge and explode, receiving X amount of damage. So this is quite deceiving. I did say this in testing, that it sounds like an AoE damage. But it's not, it's single target. So when you compare this to the 5-star version, so you can see there, fire a single EMP target for 10 seconds, EMP. And if you hit it again with something that's under EMP, just 13,000 damage. Now, it is a special bot, so you can't equip anything to make it give more damage. So you can't equip like a volatile mixture or Yoko or nothing like that. But the big one about this one is 4+0. So I sort of did say this in my ideas that I wanted to see more bots with a flat cost. And it was 3+0 when we first got it, and I did say I think that was a bit too cheap. I think 4+0 is about right. And the reason for that is what you can do is you can hit a target with Brawn and then hit the same target again and it'll do 13k damage for 8 ability points. That's 8 for each target, so 8, 8, 8. And I can see people in the chat are saying B and Brawn OP combo, B and C split. That's the idea. And one of the actually it was Adam in the chat said try Brawn with Air Raid ability 11, very cheap combo, massive amount of damage. So it's certain things like it's think about anyone with electrical damage, this guy would be great to combo with. And again, we're sort of looking at, you know, the sort of Rust Dust and Skids combo of Fire and Acid, EMP with EMP. So these sort of combos are really coming into the game right now. But yeah, it is a 4+0, and I think that's warranted. And people say maybe it's a bit too cheap with B, but you got to think that, so B is 2 plus 4, that's 6. But don't forget, it's only 13k damage to one target. Now, I'm not going to show him in battle yet, because there's still some things that matter to sort out, but I just want to give you an idea on what it actually does at least. But, like I said, on top of B, 13k damage for 6 ability points, 13k to another target for maybe 6 ability points, maybe you can get 2 off. You've got to be very quick though. The animation is quite slow. It's not like you can go ping, 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 like that. You probably get 1 shot off every 5 seconds with the animation. So it's not like you can do B and you can get like 4 or 5 shots off. But B does damage already as well, so it is a high amount of damage. But don't forget that it's very difficult against the MDS because it's so slow. So if you want a bot to take out the MDS and shield gen, this bot isn't for you. This bot is not going to do that. We talked about this in testing. That if this bot could take out the MDS and the shield gen, then it'd be massively OP for 4 ability points. But he really struggles to take out that shield gen and MDS. It might be different with air raid. But again, air raid doesn't do much damage. And this guy doesn't. So you'd have to do air raid and then take that target out and then use Brawn, maybe raising the cost. So I'm fine with that. This guy's more for taking out mortars and beam lasers and cannons. Maybe the cannons got liaison. Maybe certain ones have got certain prime cores on. As we get more prime cores, we're going to need some sort of one shot. And this guy, he can one shot, but for 8 ability points, which is quite expensive. Or he can combo for 4. So I really like this bot to the point where I am going to go for this bot in the next endurance event. Now, the last endurance event that I competed in, this might be the first. No, Minerva. Minerva was the first endurance event I think I fought in, and I haven't fought one since. Now, all the bots have been decent since, but I think this bot is really good, and everyone knows that I love Bumblebee. Massive fan of Bumblebees in my war team. And so, yeah, this guy will work great. Now, at the minute, 25k health is alright. 500 DPS is low. 2.6 speed. And we're sort of debating at the minute whether he should be a scout, full scout, what cores he should equip. So, combat-wise, he can equip like a nightstick and things like that. He couldn't when we first got him. So that's one change we sort of made. So it needs to be ranged, it needs to be able to shoot. And we'll continue testing and see how it goes. But I imagine he'll be quite a beefy version of Bumblebee in a way, or a scout with lower DPS, but a good combo bot. So let me know what you think in the chat. Personally, I think this is a great bot. And this is pretty much, like I said, we got this bot pretty much as it is now, out with the gate, apart from it at a cost of 3, and we sort of said 3 or 4, but everyone said that if it's 4, I wouldn't bother too much. 3 might be OP, 4 is good. And again, these stats might change. This is nothing confirmed, but I just want to give you guys an idea for the endurance event, so you can make plans now whether to go for it or not. But personally, if you run Bumblebee or Sea Spray, I think this guy will be amazing to run with them bots. So I'd consider running if you currently use one of them bots in wars. So yeah, more to come next week, I think, when we can talk about it more, but just want to give you an idea on the stats for now. And again, this could change slightly, but to give you an idea, let's have a look what everyone said in the chat. CMD price, what BM Brawn, OP combo. Man, him with Sea Spray would be insane. Amazing, chuffed. That is huge. I am using him with Bumblebees, Skids, and Rust Dust. Penn Lancaster's put. Tony B, there is zero reason not to go for this guy. I kind of agree. Wozza, would he work with Knockout and Scavenger and Scrapnel? Not with. It wouldn't work with Knockout and Scavenger because they're not EMP, but it would work with Scrapnel. If you have all 4 of them in a team, yeah, maybe. I don't know. Maybe. Yeah. I've yet to try it, like I said, all 4 together. But obviously, it keeps the cost down. But this guy's more for taking out. I think Skids and Rust Dust is more for taking out an area, whereas B is more for distracting, and this guy's more for taking out key defenses. So I would use skids and rust dust for a certain area of whatever, maybe the MDS, thing like that, and this guy take out some like high priority targets of mortars or prime cores, things like that. Mercenary Terrace put, looks like I got a bot on my got a collect list. I agree. Very, very good. Wozza, can you make a detailed video of how to get through an endurance event? Since you're gonna go for Brawn, how much money, what bots you use, suppose that I've never done it and learn. It's probably a good idea. Yeah, you know what? I could probably do like a I could probably do a stream when I'm playing, and then I could probably do like a blog. Would you be interested in that? I don't know. I could probably do a blog of each time that I sort of play all the weekend and say this is where I'm up to, this is what I've done, this is why, and yeah, I wouldn't mind saying what bundles I bought and why and stuff like that. But yeah. Mitchell VF1J, can you pair with laser art? If it's stun, then yeah, I don't see why not. So yeah. But it looks okay. It looks awesome. Wimbot, I wish I could get the 5-star. How's it? Well, like I said about his range, I don't want to say that too much yet. We'll still got a bit of talking left. So we'll do a bit more playtesting next week. So how are you going to watch that? Subscribe. Do a shot. The best way is to subscribe, guys. And next week we'll sort of show him in battle and show him a bit more. But for now, so I'll give you guys an idea on sort of how he works. But looking good. Andrew Stevenson, good. I'm interested. Yeah, cool. Yeah. E-rods, yeah. Depending on Lancaster, but it depends on the range. Exactly, we've got to balance that still, I think. So yeah. Mike Berger, didn't was I doing an 8-hour stream during an event one time? Yeah, I did actually. Yeah, I did do an 8-hour stream quite a while back. And I've done some Lagooning videos, things like that, but things have still changed. I don't do Lagoon as much anymore, but I could do both. I don't mind doing that. Yeah. Vincent Lee's found a good point there. What someone found out in testing, there's an EMP boost, so you can put the EMP boost down and use Brawn to kill a defense just for 4 ability points. He's not wrong. This is what I like. This is what I like about these combo bots. People start thinking outside the box. And don't forget, we've also got what's just come to the game. Fort Max as a 4-star. What's Fort Max's damage all about? It's all about electrical damage. So you can use Fort Max and use Brawn on top. So there's so many combo possibilities to this bot that I just love it. Everyone's going to find a new way to use him, and I love that. And, you know, we've got the anti-electrical build bots. And I've said to Dale that, listen, at any point in the game, we're making the game easier for those that want to play the game for newer bots. So you can join the game later on and still catch up to people. And these newer bots are more relevant. Sadly, the older bots sort of falling away from the meta a bit. And that's sort of how the game goes, sadly. But what I do like is that what we could do for Prime League hard mode, if you wanted to, we could just make the build bots higher health. We can make them immune to damage. So Brawn and Bumblebee will not be able to be used in a certain, you know, war or Unicron or whatever. But we could do that. But we don't need to do that for everyone. We can keep the build bots as they are. You know, you need to set the build bots for this because electrical damage doesn't work with them build bots. So, you know, you need to set the build bots out first before we do that, and it raises the cost again. So it's working out cheaper options. And I did say in my sort of thing for this year on bots that have been really, really important, I did say Bumblebee, I did say Smokescreen. I said I can see combos coming and we need cheap bots. And I still stand by that. I still think Bumblebee and Smokescreen are two of the most important bots in the game. So tick for Wozza there. Just saying. Chris Allen, what about Scorponok? He has all these EMP weapons. Yeah, well, obviously Scorponok as well. Obviously. Yeah. But yeah, very, very good bot, like I said, and very worth. And I hope they've give you an idea on how good this bot is, so you can go away and go, you know what? And I've said this to Dale, I've said this to many people that, listen, I want to be able to encourage you guys to spend money on this game. It will help the money, it will help the game progress. If you guys can spend money on this game, it will help the game. Brilliant. But what I don't want you guys to do is spend money on trash. That's not fair. I want to be able to come into the stream and say, listen, this bot is good. You should go for this bot. It's well worth the money. I want to be able to do that for you guys. Spend money to keep the game going. But I'm not going to lie to you guys. Kid you, see you spend money unnecessarily. I'm going to be honest, and I've always been honest in my opinions, and I hope that's why people watch my channel, because I'm always brutally honest. Even with the apes, you know, sometimes maybe to my own detriment. They don't really like my opinion, but you can honestly rest assured that I'll always give my honest opinion in all my streams. And like I said, I'm not just trying to sell this for the sake of it. Yeah, I'm trying to sell it, but I'm selling it because it's well worth going for. Yeah, if you don't get the 5-star, even go for the 4-star. Again, next week we'll look more into the 4-star version. We'll see what stats that does, and you can make a judgment and even to go to the 4-star. But you get an idea now what it does. You can make your sort of pledge on whether you think it will, you know, be good for you. So I hope it does, and I hope you yeah, have a good event and enjoy it. Yeah, people saying Thundercracker. We don't get Thundercrackers like got a massive range as well. So you have to get the Billbots out first, and then it depends on Brawn's range. So don't get too giddy, because if Brawn shoots from here to the mine away, it's not that short, guys. But yeah, I'm just saying, guys. You know what I mean, like, a lot more in testing. The range might be increased, it might be decreased. So I don't want to do too much around Brawn yet. Just to give you an idea. Yeah. Raging Wolves asked, I want to get a £100 Jazz bundle, but is a 4-star Jazz worth it? It depends what level you're at. At the top level of the game, definitely not. 5 stars where it needs to be. But to be honest with you, if you want Jazz, I think a $40 bundle, you're probably getting for a $40 bundle. Pretty much. You got a good chance. We'll put it this way. If you get a $40 bundle, you've probably got an 80% chance of getting Jazz. 80% chance. So, I wouldn't go mad spending $100 on a 4-star. Those days have kind of gone. I would maybe buy a $40 bundle if you really want Jazz. He's good in lower leagues, he's good in lower level wars. He's decent, quite expensive. But yeah, maybe just get a $40 bundle. Don't throw the 100 at it. Save you $60 for the Brawn event. That's what I'd do. Good bot. Okay. And now, just to finish off, it's been a long stream today. But just to finish off, we're going to do our giveaway. So let's jump into Google. Give me a minute. Oh, what's it called? Random number generator. Random number generator. Cool. So there's a random number generator. As you can see, that's not one I normally use. Where's the random number generator? There it is. There you go. I looked at it like that does not look familiar. Okay, so we have 17 members. I did say once we get over 20 members, then we'll make it $75. But we're still only at 17 members. So if we get to 20 by the next giveaway, then 20 platinum members means $75. So if you want to be in with a shout of $75 gift card, then become a platinum member in time for the next stream. Now Chris Harmon has just scraped in. I'll let him in for this stream because it was right at the start of the stream. But he can come in at number 17. So I'll add him in. Number 17. Chris Harmon. Okay. Here is the numbers for everyone, and then we'll say good luck. So, number 1 is Kill Cannon. Number 2, Freesius. Number 3 is Generic. Number 4, Grimlador. Number 5, Dojacked. Number 6, Righteous. Number 7 is Good Friend Tex. Number 8 is Andy Swales. Number 9 is Bugs the Bomb. Number 10, Windblade. Number 11, Penny Lancaster. Number 12, Chris Lewis. Number 13 is Stay Puft. Number 14 is Atari. Number 15 is Simon Hayes. Number 16 is my good friend Grindtime. And number 17 is Chris Harmon. And that is literally the order of people that come in my list. I'm not even sure how it's organised, but that is the list that I pulled up from my people that support the channel. So, just to go over again, dead quickly, just to put a bit of tension. Kill Cannon number 1, 2 Freezius, 3 Generic, 4 Grimlador, 5 Dojak, 6 Righteous, 7 Tex, 8 Andy Swales, 9 Fox the Bomb, 10 Windblade, 11 Penny Lancaster, 12 Chris Lewis, 13 Staple, 14 Atari, 15 Simon Hayes, 16 Grind Time, and 17 Chris Harmon. And I think probably half of those people have actually won a gift card at some point, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, he cheated less than an hour member. Yeah, but obviously that payment will carry on, so yeah, we'll let him in. Alright guys, good luck everyone, and here we go. It's grind time! Grind time's won it! 16 grind time has finally won it! Oh my god, congratulations grind time. When I seen the 16 I was like, no, it can't be. Congratulations grind time. Finally, I am so pleased for you, buddy. Honestly, wow. Finally, like I said, so a bit of backstory. So grind time was my first ever member. He does obviously donations here and there in the channel as well, and he's been pretty fuming that he's never got it. So massive shout out to grind time. Is he even in the chat still? Has he even gone? I know he sort of finishes work around this time, so he might actually be driving home. He might not even know he's won yet. How funny would that be? Like, let's just not tell him. Let's just not tell him. Let's just no one tell him and let him find out if he actually finds out. Jason Rowley, well, we can do a drinking game next week. How funny would that be if he doesn't know? I'm not going to tell him. I'm not going to tell him. And don't nobody else tell him. And I might even wait till next week's stream. Oh, he's there. Ray Belmont's part. I think he just fell over. Too late. No. Joking aside, though, congratulations, grind time. I am super pleased. I think everyone was sort of rooting for themselves, but I think everyone was saying that if I don't win it, I hope grind time wins it finally. So, Matt Pohl, I think he didn't reply straight away because he fainted. Yeah, it's a good way. It's a good way to end a good stream. So yeah, very, very pleased with that. So yeah. Grind time. I'm here. I think you're about a minute behind everyone else, I think. Yeah, congrats, bud. Well done. But yeah, but the only way to be in with a shout at these $50 gift cards, guys, is to become a platinum member. So if you want to be in with a shout, become a platinum member, guys. And like I said, once I get over 20 members, it's a $75 gift card we'll be giving away, which is in good time for a great event and a couple of sagas. So if you are a basic member already, or you're not a member at all, you want to support my channel in whatever way, and you want to be in with a shout of getting a $75 gift card, then yeah, become a member. And I also offer some little perks and that, so I offer a little one-to-one service for anyone. Some people took me up on that as well, and it'll help with them. Help Chris Harmon with his team a lot, and he said it worked a lot back in the day. And also, I post all my content as soon as it's made. I sort of post it to my members and make it available. So I've got videos on there that I made about 2 months ago that I've still not posted yet to everyone else. But members can go and watch that as it's made. So I generally every week make more content, and members can go back and look at that. So like I said, members get access to a membership chat. They get access to one-to-ones if you're a platinum member. You get access to old videos as well, like members videos that aren't yet posted that I make available for everyone at a later date. And like I said, and you get a choice for gift card as well. So I like to give something back to my members as well. At least give you something that you can feel like is warranted making that, you know, a donation whenever it is, every month or whatever, and with the chance of getting something good back, whatever I can give to you. So yeah, cool, very good. I'm buzzing. Oh, thanks, Chris. Thanks that. Just downright good humans to talk to. No, I hope I can help you guys. You know, that's the idea. I try and help people in this game in whatever way. Yeah. Was it if you're here in Earthquake in Mid-America, it's grind time dancing. Well, great way to end the stream. Super pleased. Thanks to everyone for watching. It's been a great stream. And yeah, we'll see you next time, guys. I'm hoping to get these Monday streams back up and running again. Hopefully soon. Work is starting to stabilize. I think it'll be a few more weeks, and then we'll be back on it again, hopefully, and everything can sort of calm down a bit. It's been a crazy few weeks in work. But anyway, thanks everyone for joining. Been a great stream. Don't forget to subscribe, take a shot, and see you next Thursday. And peace out, guys.